Sports are finally back, and that includes the Minnesota Lynx, who are about to kick off the 2020 season. Joining us live from Florida inside the WNBA bubble is head coach Cheryl Reeve. Thank you so much for taking time to talk with us today.
Oh, happy to be on. You know, it makes me feel like I'm home a little bit. So thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well, your first game is tomorrow. You and the players ready to get started?
Yeah, without a doubt. You know, players are good for maybe a few days of practice, and then they're really ready for the game. So at this point, they want to play against other teams with officials and let our fans see us. So yeah, we're pretty excited.
Can you explain kind of what the bubble is in Florida and what life like has been there?
Well, first things first, there's not an actual bubble.
Right.
We have had people that walking around here on campus saying they haven't put the bubble up yet. So not an actual bubble. It's a concept. And so, you know, it's all about, being inside of this safe, clean site. We're all 12 teams here, WNBA staff, obviously all the support staffs. And we all moved our franchises down here to Bradenton, so to speak, operationally, and we're going to kick off tomorrow. You know, kudos to Kathy Engelbert, the leadership at the WNBA for making this happen, and I think we got it right from a medical protocol standpoint. So we all feel safe. We're all taking precautions, and hopefully, we'll be equally as good on the court.
Yeah, safe is one of those words that's being talked about a lot. So what are some of those precautions that are being taken?
Well, we're very fortunate, so kind of being in the bubble, obviously being in Florida, you would have great concern for obviously the news that's coming out of Florida with the number of cases and increase in deaths. But, we are shielded from that in that the testing that we're going through. Masks are required other than when you're outside. And then I'll be really honest, most of the people, even outside, are wearing masks. And it's a simple thing that we can all do. The other thing that you'll see visually is that we're going to be physically distanced. Obviously not during the game. I might have a player that claims that physical distancing is the reason why she's not guarding her player. That's not where we're going to see physical distancing, I hope. It's going to be on the sidelines and just the overall basic precautions that have been talked about for months. We're doing those things daily. And then also, with the daily testing, you're able to identify any problems. Since quarantine, we've had no positive tests. When we have a false positive or a positive, two cases were false positives. We have action steps that we all feel really good about.
All right, let's talk about the team. What are your strengths this year?
Well, Sylvia Fowles, plain and simple. Sylvia Fowles is, anytime she's on your basketball team, you have a chance to be successful. And then I think the ongoing growth of Naphisha Collier, now in her second season, highly efficient players. So those two players are going to be how the Minnesota Lynx go this season. And then we've got some new players playing more increased roles. You'll see Lexi Brown a lot more as a starter for us, beginning tomorrow. Shanice Johnson was a free agent signing. Rachel Banham. So a lot of players, I think, our fans are anxious to see how this is all going to come together. So I'm excited for people to see us.
We are too, and it's a shortened season. Will that change how you approach the season?
Well, I feel like we've just been sprinting since they hit the go button and we were on the plane down here. So yeah, it does change things. You don't have the ability to drill down and be great at some of the things in execution that, from a coaching standpoint, we'd like to be great at. We'll use our time differently. We learned a lot when we weren't able to gather through the use of Zoom calls, just how valuable kind of getting together, watching video, conversations, day in between games will probably be different than what we've done in the past. We've got a younger group. We're the fifth youngest team in the league. So we'll be able to do a little bit more physically on the court in between games. But I would say overall, there's less drill down. So for someone like myself, that's a little bit harder. So that's my anxiety that I'm managing. And sometimes, when we're down here, you just got to let some stuff go. And again, that's a growth piece for me.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, Coach Reeve. We're excited for your season. We will be cheering you on.
Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.